Hey guys, so it is, let's see, what's today? Wednesday. And yeah, I just got back from water aerobics not too long ago. And it was good. It was really good. Um I had, what did I do today? Yeah, I went to water aerobics and then I had to go return something at Big Lots. Then I came home. So anyway, I wanted to, well, let me start off by saying water aerobics was really good. I didn't go yesterday because my body was just super tired and I was like in a lot of pain. Not, yeah, I was in a lot of pain. I was in a lot of pain. And um, physically, my body was just worn down yesterday. And mentally, I think it was too. So, I took yesterday, I took it as a rest day. So that was really good. And then this morning I got up and I went back to water aerobics. And it was really nice because the women there were like, a couple of them were like, "You didn't come yesterday." And I was like, "I know, I wasn't feeling, I was really tired." And so it was nice to have people, really happy to see you back. And yeah, so class was good. The instructor, she's really great, and I can definitely feel, starting to feel the benefits from it, not only physically, but I think mentally I'm starting to. And that's another thing I want to talk about is mental stuff. So, I was going to make this kind of a couple of things, but I think I'll do two separate videos because I want to talk about the countdown to Nashville, and so I'll do a separate video on that. But today I want to talk about anxiety and how. So I want to talk about anxiety. I have suffered from anxiety my whole life, pretty much. Well, let me back that up. I have suffered from anxiety my whole adult life. I have suffered from depression my whole life. Um, my childhood was it was tough growing up. I mean, everyone has tough times growing up. Like, we all have different stories and we all have tough times, and I wouldn't have gotten to over 500 pounds if my life was absolutely wonderful and, everything was great and nothing happened and I turned to food. I wouldn't have been over 500 pounds. So, but as a child, growing up with feeling like nobody really truly cared about you it was a tough thing. It was a tough thing to deal with. And then as an adult, I remember the first time I had severe anxiety. I did not know what it was. I thought I was dying. I would go to the hospital. They did all kinds of tests on me. They thought I had blood clots. They thought I was having a heart attack. They thought I would have a stroke. It overwhelmed me so bad that things were tough. I sought help a little over 20 years ago. A little over 20 years ago. There's just a lot of things that have happened to me. I'm not really comfortable with opening up right now on those things. When I was 19, a lot of bad stuff happened to me, and that was really out of my control, and something that nobody should ever have to go through, but I did, and it was really tough. And so many others go through these things, and somebody could have gone through the same thing that I went through, and we could have different feelings, really different feelings. But it just, my life hasn't been easy. And I'm not asking for like pity. I'm just saying my life has not been easy. And YouTube for me has been a huge outlet. Um, you know, so my anxiety has literally taken me from where I've had where I can't get out of bed. I can't leave my house. I can't even leave my bedroom. I suffered for months with agoraphobia. I could not even look out my window. It was so debilitating that I couldn't even get out of bed. And the only thing that made me feel better was eating. That's a really hard thing to admit. Yeah. So, it's over the years, I think losing weight has helped me in some ways with my anxiety. But anxiety plays with my head like so bad. Like, I'm constantly, when I've met up with, like, let me just throw something out there. Like, for instance, when I've met up with people before, I have not gone and met up with people a lot. But the few times that I have, I constantly play this in my head that maybe I shouldn't go. I just not go, just thinking of every way that I could, every excuse that I could make not to go. They won't like me. I'm too big. Everything that I could think of to get out of it, I've tried. It's even gotten to the point where, like, I will get there and be like, maybe I should just turn around, and it's a really hard thing to deal with. Like, the way I cope, and yes, I understand that I had weight loss surgery, but I had weight loss surgery to make my stomach smaller, but I still suffer from anxiety, and I still use food at times to help me cope with that anxiety, but YouTube has been an outlet for me. And I look at YouTube as, to me, this is like, I enjoy making videos, but it's also work for me. It's almost like a job for me, like this, it's my only job, okay? It is what I do. Like, this is the only thing that I do. And I think that's what helps me cope with things. And people may not understand this, and it's okay. Like, I don't expect anybody to understand my anxiety and my depression and my panic attacks. Like, I panic, and some days I'll sleep and sleep and sleep. I think going to water aerobics this last week has been the first thing in a long time where I have consistently got up and gone, got up and gone. Is it easy for me? No, it's not. Like, I've gone 2 hours a day, and that's pretty much, like, I'm wiped out for the rest of the day. 2 hours wipes me out. And to me, like, thinking about that, this sounds crazy. But physically doing it, it's like, it wipes me out, I have reached out and tried to find therapists, and I can't find any that I can connect with that understand what I'm going through. They don't understand. I'm still looking. I'm still actively looking, but I have not found a therapist who understands my addiction. When I look for a therapist and I say I have an addiction, and they're like, oh, you have a drug addiction. No. An alcohol addiction. No. You know, but if I say I have a food addiction, it's like it's not real. You know, how could that be real? Just stop eating. Just stop. But it's not that easy. It's not that easy. That is how I cope, you know? Um, I love to bargain shop, like with the little few dollars that I have, you know. I bargain shop. I look for deals, and a lot of the stuff I get is from like doing these, like, I bid on stuff and I, you know, win it or whatever the case, and you know, that's how I get a lot of my stuff. I will never buy anything full price because I can't afford it. But you know, it helps me. It makes me happy. Just like my Hello Kitties, they make me happy. You know, the simple things, the little things make me happy. Crocheting, it makes me happy. Um, you know, I've had people give me you know, yarn or stuff like that. So that's been really helpful. But you know, there's little things that I have to like do to make me happy. Right now, um, swimming makes me happy. But by the time I get home, I'm like so overwhelmed. I am so exhausted. Like right now, I'm so exhausted. All I want to do is go to sleep because that is how I cope with my anxiety. I sleep. I sleep, I sleep, I sleep. You know, that's what I do. Um, and some days I just won't talk to people because I'm too busy sleeping, or you know, people ask me to do something and I'm like, yeah, because I don't know how to say no. Like I just don't. I don't know how to say no. It's something that I'm working on, and it's a hard thing, you know. But my anxiety has taken control of my life for over 20 years. Like over 20 years, my anxiety has been out of control, and just because you don't see it on the outside doesn't mean that it's not real on the inside. Um, my anxiety is very real. It is very, very real. Um, you know, I it's not easy to come on here and say that you don't have your shit together. Um, it's not easy. It's really hard to say that you suffer from anxiety and panic disorder and you don't have everything together and you don't even know how. So you're just trying to live your life the best way you know how. And through YouTube and Facebook, I've met the most amazing people. And I'm planning a trip to Nashville in May. And I am I'm like doing things, helping my friend one day a week to raise money, you know, for me to go to Nashville. But I am going by myself, and that scares the hell out of me. I know that there will be people there who I have met before, and people who I constantly talk to and are friends, great friends of mine online, and you know, but it scares the crap out of me. Um, it's just hard, you know? It's just hard. And I'm very much a people pleaser. I want to see others happy before I see myself happy. So, but I just don't know how to deal with my anxiety, how to control my anxiety. And, you know, it's so hard because some days I know that people look at me and are like, oh my gosh, you've lost a lot of weight, and that's amazing, and I'm not taking that away at all. But physically, I hurt. I am 380 pounds, and physically, at 5'3", it hurts. You may not understand, and that's okay, but it hurts. And I try my hardest every single day to stay positive. I just don't want to hurt anymore. But as much as I don't want to hurt, I don't want to see others hurting. I would take their pain so that they don't have to feel it. And for that, I think I'm an amazing person. Other people may not agree. Other people may not think that I'm amazing, and that's okay. But I have grown so much from the person I was 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 20 years ago. I know that not everybody is gonna like me, and I know that everybody's not gonna accept me. But what you see on here is me. You know, it's not, I don't play this role, this person that I'm not, you know. I'm very real, and my anxiety and my panic disorder is very real. I get tired of seeing people judge each other, you know. You don't understand what people go through until you walk in their shoes. And it's not fun, you know. I have so many friends who suffer so many things, so much anxiety. And sometimes we just pretend like it's okay, everything's okay, but in reality, everything's not always okay. I had a friend recently, this is almost 20 minutes long, but I don't care, I'm gonna upload it. I recently had a friend, I went to a support group, and she was speaking at it. And she was talking about setting up goals for yourself. Not just goals, but step by step by step. And I remember she asked a question, and people, you know, blurted out their answers, and I even gave an answer, which is rare because I don't like to speak in a bunch. It's not true. I do like to speak around a bunch of people, but to hear her say that I had a special place in her heart, wow, that was just amazing to hear somebody say that. And sorry. And then for her to say to me afterwards, you can do so much, you know? Just go out there and do what it is that you want to do. I don't remember her exact words. She's such an amazing speaker, and she has so much insight and so many things. It's just, she's such an amazing person, and I know that so many people love her, and she may never see this, but I look up to her so much because the love that she gives back is such an amazing thing. But you know, it's such a wonderful thing when people can help somebody else without them not even realizing it. You know, and I think us as friends and people need to say, you know, thank you for what you said and what you did. You touched my heart, you know? I just really want to see people, instead of tearing each other down, we need to help try to build each other up. But anyway, I've talked for over 20 minutes, and I just really want to, you know, just to explain that anxiety and panic is a very real thing, and it's a very hard thing to deal with. And I'm not playing the victim. I haven't in a long time. But what I suffer from is very real. It's not uncommon. I know that there are so many people that suffer from anxiety, depression, panic, and so many other things. But I'm only human, and I'm doing the best that I can. And I will continue to fight this disease the best way I know how. So, yeah. Anyway, if you watch all this, thank you for staying. Thank you for listening. And thank you for not judging me. So, with that being said, I hope you have an amazing rest of the week and amazing weekend. And I will talk to you guys soon.